everyone, it's Shelby here. Welcome back to A Little Literary Love. I'm glad you all are joining me because today is going to be a book haul, a really big book haul. I don't think it's as big as my last book haul, but it's pretty big nonetheless. I haven't done a book haul in a while and I'm pretty happy. I'm proud of myself. These are going to be all the books that I've accumulated over the past like month or two or so, something like that. So I do want to say the day that I'm filming this, it's currently Saturday, June 19th. I think that's what today is. And my birthday is this week. So I'm expecting to get some more books and I'm hoping to maybe do like an either like shop with me or a, I lost my train of thought. What am I trying to say? Or like a birthday like book haul for that. So I don't know if this video is going to go up before that or after that. Well, you will find out because, you know, you're watching this video. I got these books either through eBay or my local used bookstore, which my local used bookstore has a really great thing where you can take in books. So I've like taken like 6 or 7 boxes full of like old books that I just don't want anymore. I've read them and don't care about them anymore, and I've just taken them back to him, just like recycling all the love. And he has a really great plan where if you bring in a book, you get like credit to your account. So most of these books, even with them being used, so they're already at a discounted price because they're used books, but I got an even more discounted price because I have credit, like a store kind of credit. So like a bunch of these, I don't think I paid like more than maybe $1 for them, like at most, because I brought in so many books to him and I still have like a huge store credit. So expect more book hauls because I keep going back to him and buying more of his books and then bringing books back to him, and it's never ending. It's just going to keep continuing. So I don't have any of these books like organized and in like an order because I just like my bookshelves are in like they're the square type bookshelves, so you can't see, but down in the corner I just have like an area for these new books that I've just kind of like pushed and they're in there. I haven't organized them yet. I haven't gotten them because like my rest of my historical romances I have alphabetical by author up way up there, and I just haven't like organized them and circulated them into the rest of the stack because I knew I wanted to do this video. So without further ado, let's get on to all the books. So the first ones are going to be my non-historical romances. I think this haul is like a 99% like historical romance, but you do have some that are not, some that he actually had in his store that were not historical romances that I wanted. So the first one's going to be Big Rock by Lauren Blakely. This cover is like super steamy. I already read this one before and I know I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure this is like a friends to lovers, and I think it's if not mistaken, like a fake dating, fake relationship trope, I think. But I do remember I really enjoyed this one, so I was like, I might as well get that because I liked it. I also got Three Little Mistakes by Nikki Sloan. I'm slowly but surely making my way through this series. I can't remember. I think this... No, not this one. I think this is book 3. I think last one I read was like book 4, and I think there's like 6 books maybe in this series. And I've really been enjoying this series. I'd like to read more Nikki Sloan books. I feel like she might be an author that I'll want to collect her books and have all of her books. So the used bookstore had this one, so I thought I might as well grab it because it's going to be cheaper than where I find it anywhere else. So I got this. And then I also got Misadventures on the Night Shift by Lauren Rowe. I went through a phase where I was wanting to read like all of these. Like this is like a series of books called Misadventures da-da-da. And it's a whole bunch of different romance authors that write these. I think Lauren Rowe has like a couple of them. And this one is one that I really enjoyed because this is about this girl who works on the night shift at a hotel when this super famous rock star comes in, and he's kind of a pain in the ass and he keeps asking for all these certain things, and she like is the first person that kind of like tells him no and stands up for herself to him. And he kind of takes notice of her and gets interested in her, and they start forming like a relationship. So this, I really enjoyed this one, and I was really happy to see this there because I would also like to collect all of my favorite misadventures books that I've read. Still starting there. Now I think all of the rest of them are historical romances. There might be one that's not, but they're all like trade paperbacks, so they're all kind of jumbled in on the same pile. And again, various authors, it's just kind of all over the place. So I'm just gonna start where I see closest to me. So I have The King's Pleasure by Heather Graham. I think I got this in like a Heather Graham lot. I'm not really sure what this one is about. And that being said, like pretty much all of these books, I have no idea what they're about. I either got them because most of them I got them because I wanted the step back. Some of them I probably got because they sounded cool, but most of them I got them because I wanted the step back. Just saying. So then we have Runaway by Heather Graham, which has this step back. Lord of Wolves by Heather Graham, and I think, yeah, this one has a 2-page step back, which I think I got 2 books of this, but I'm keeping this one because it had this like cool, like I don't even know what this is supposed to be, like an extra little flap thing, I don't know, but it's got this cool like 2-page step back of this like hunky man. It's super cool. Seduced by Virginia Henley. Has this gorgeous step back. Virginia, I want to get like all of Virginia Henley's books because she has like the coolest step backs. Like it's so racy, and then I don't know, like what is this, like cat mask or something? Like it's so detailed. Like I don't know if you can see, there's also like this painting up here that's super detailed, and like the fabric. Like this is just amazing. Like the step backs nowadays do not compare whatsoever to these older ones. They're so cool. Infamous by Virginia Henley, which this one I think is a little bit newer than the other, but it has this step back, which looks more like a modern kind of step back, but still very steamy and racy because they're super naked. Desire by Virginia Henley, which has this steamy one with him carrying her. I don't know if he's naked or not, but I love it and I needed it. Married in Haste by CATHY MAXWELL. I think this one's really cool because it has this cool like cut in the front, and then you open it to this like 2-page step back, which is really neat. I like this. Beautiful Sinner by Sophie Jordan. So this is not a historical romance. This is a contemporary romance, and this is in this Devil's Rock series. So I've read the first 2 books in it, and I think I have most of the books in this series. I know I didn't have this one, so I wanted it. The Wedding Wager by CATHY MAXWELL with this pretty step back. This one I got for the cover because it's really cool. So Northern Star by Jodie Thomas. But look at that. Look how pretty that is. The Lady's Hand by Bobby Smith. So I feel like this is going to be like a Western historical romance because it has this like saloon type vibes, and then it's got that stuff back, which I think this is cool, this like border that it has. Texas Splendor by Lorraine Heath. So I read this whole series by Lorraine Heath a month or 2 ago, and I really enjoyed it. I have the first one in the series, and this is the 3rd one, and it was really good. When Love Awaits by Joanna Lindsey. I really want all of Joanna Lindsey's like old covers, like OG covers, because these are like super cool. I love them. Secret Fire by Joanna Lindsey. Then we have Her Highness My Wife by Victoria Alexander, which this one has a cool like little like peekaboo kind of like thing with it right here. You get like a little bit of snippet of the step back, but bam, there's like the full step back, and it's so good. I love it. Then I have Rebel by Heather Graham, which has this super cool 2-page step back. I love it. I'm gonna be saying I love it for like all of these books. Then I have One War Blue by Heather Graham, which has this cool step back. So like Civil War era. Because then we also have in One War Gray with this step back. And I think there's another book in this series, which I may have gotten, let's see here. Yeah, and One Run West, but this one is in my pile to like not keep because it doesn't have a step back. So I don't want it if it doesn't have a step back, because look at like these step backs are so pretty. Like I definitely need one for the third one. Like I need it in my life. We have Promise of the Rose by Brenda Joyce, which this cover with like that armor hand thing gives me Infinity Gauntlet vibes from like Avengers and Thanos. And then this step back, we have Sapphire by Rosemary Rogers. This pretty step back, which looks like, this looks like Titanic, like the movie, but maybe like in an older time period, maybe, because like that looks like an older type ship, like maybe like a pirate ship, but this is like definitely like the necklace that Rose wears in Titanic. So who knows what this one was about. My American Duchess by Eloisa James, which has this pretty step back, which she is somebody that is in a lot of step backs I've noticed, especially more like these more modern step backs. She's in a lot of them. Love Not a Rebel by Heather Graham, which this cover is so amazing and I love it. Night of Fire by Shannon Drake, which has this step back. The Hellion Bride by Catherine Coulter, which for one, I love this cover because it's got this like pearlescent shininess to it, and then it's got this full like 2-page step back, which is honestly kind of creepy because like he's just like watching like on top of her while she sleeps. I don't know. Captive by Heather Graham, another gorgeous 2-page step back. The Countess by Catherine Coulter, which has just a one-woman step back. The Lady and the Texan by Bobby Smith. Pure Temptation by Connie Mason. Then we have The Lady Traveler's Guide to Scoundrels and Other Gentlemen at the Mouthful by Victoria Alexander, which this one sounds really cool. I really want to get all the books in this series. I think this is, I want to say this is the first one, but it's all about these like travel, like these women that are going on like all these different like travels or something like around the world. So I'm pretty sure this one's in Paris since it has the Eiffel Tower on the cover. And then it has this like super gorgeous step back. It's so pretty. You have Glory by Heather Graham. Then The Lion and Glory by Shannon Drake. Just this one. I also like step backs that have like a really big sword. A Heart So Wild by Joanna Lindsey. Wicked by Shannon Drake, which has this really pretty step back. That's just like a gorgeous couple. Kiss Me Forever by Bobby Smith, which also has that little like peekaboo thing. And then look at this pretty step back. It's so pretty and colorful. We have Forbidden by Elizabeth Lowell, which is that cool step back. Every Time I Love You by Heather Graham, which I love this cover. It's so pretty. Claiming the Highlander by HENLEY McGregor, which has this like back cover, which is really cool. Adventures of a Scottish Heiress by CATHY Maxwell, which has this one, like it's coming all apart, which I don't like, but if I can get maybe like some like book glue or something, I don't know, and glue this back together, but it has this really cool 2-page step back. Silver Angel by Joanna Lindsay, which this, if you can see, like her top is like not together like at all, and then her hair is just wild. Joining by Joanna Lindsay, which has a Fabio step back. I love a good Fabio step back. The Seduction of Scandal by CATHY Maxwell, which is this pretty step back, which I think she's got like a mask or something there. The King's Pleasure by Shannon Drake. Beneath Passion Skies by Bobby Smith. Ravished by Virginia Henley, which has a bathtub step back. I love it. The Conqueror by Brenda Joyce, another good Fabio step back. Unmasked by Virginia Henley. The Outlaw's Wraith by Connie Mason. A Visit from Sir Nicholas by Victoria Alexander. I wonder what Sir Nicholas is doing. A Scandalous Marriage by CATHY Maxwell. She has these pretty like marriage ones. Devil's Mistress by Heather Graham. Like she's just like shoving his face in her bosom. We have The Marriage Prize by Virginia Henley, which has like, it looks kind of more like medieval kind of. We have Wild Legacy by Phoebe Kahn. I just like this cover, and I don't see a lot of like this color either on covers. We have Defy Not the Heart by Joanna Lindsay, another, there we go, another Fabio. Bride of the Wind by Shannon Drake, and I was trying to look at this, I'm not sure if this is Fabio or not. Maybe they're trying to make it look like Fabio, or this is like a look-alike Fabio. I don't know. In the Bed of a Duke by CATHY Maxwell. We have Only Mine by Elizabeth Lowell. Insatiable by Virginia Henley, which has this cool step back. And if you can see, she has a cat tattoo on her butt, which I think is interesting. Emerald Fire by Phoebe Kahn, which this one looks so pretty. Lover's Gold by Kat Martin. Pirate's Promise by Bobby Smith. It just looks so good. Beloved Legacy by Phoebe Kahn, which I was hoping like this would have like a little peekaboo step back thing, but this copy doesn't have a step back, which makes me sad, but it is pretty. Pirate's Pleasure by Heather Graham. Cold Night, Warm Stranger by Jill Gregory. We have Triumph by Heather Graham. Here we go. So Texas Glory by Lorraine Heath. So this is the second one in the Texas trilogy. So I have the whole set, except for like the novella, which I haven't read. When We Meet Again by Victoria Alexander. Love with the Proper Husband by Victoria Alexander. The Promise and a Kiss by Stephanie Lawrence, which has this really pretty step back. And then the last three that I have are probably like my favorite step backs of the whole bunch. It's hard to pick like which one is like my ultimate favorite out of these because I love them. So we have Enticed by Virginia Henley, which is this. Then we have, get ready, Enslaved by Virginia Henley, which I need to try to take that sticker off, but I love it. And then like, okay, I'm gonna put this up close, but if you can see, like her hair is totally covering that one boob. Like, her dress does not cover it. I'm just like, this is just so scandalous. I love it. And then the last one that we have in this book haul, which this one, honestly, it might be my favorite step bag. I don't know. It's hard to decide. But it's The Vikings Woman by Heather Graham. And this one's a 2-pager, but it's like a Sports Illustrated kind of 2-pager. And it's a Fabio one. So it might be my favorite. I love it. I love it so much. It's so pretty. I saw that in the bookstore and I was just like blown away. It was so pretty. I love it so much. So there's my book haul for now. I'm probably gonna have more of these because you all know I love books and I have a problem with buying books because I love them so much and I want them, and I want to collect all these pretty step backs. Like, they're so gorgeous. Just finished, and I found another one that I almost forgot to show, and that's gonna be, I can't even read this title, The Dragon and the Jewel by Heather Graham, which has this like super cool cover. Anyway, back to the outro, closing. So anyway, wrapping up this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you did like it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. And I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.